All right, well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to do a quick review or flip through of December so far. If you'll remember from my last video, I said I was going to change up December and not follow a structured setup in terms of the daily pages. So let me quickly show you what I've been doing. So if you remember last week, I'm not going to go over all this again because I did it in my previous post, but I told you I was using the blank DIY fish inserts, and I was going to use this unstructured approach. So as I go throughout the day, you know, even though I have the same components, and the components I use are these right here, so the date, weather, and my mood, personal to-dos, schedule, inspirational quote, daily affirmation, what I'm grateful for, and Bible study. And if I'm in the mood, I will also journal. But I have found that I typically say everything I need to say in terms of my life and my feelings, etc. on these pages without having to actually do a Dear Diary type setup. But once in a while I do feel that need, and I will insert a journal section in the pages. So anyway, back to task at hand. I really did like this unstructured setup. So when I set up my pages Saturday for this week, I decided I wanted even more room, and I didn't want this border on the DIY fish pages. So I had in my stash some dot grid paper that doesn't have the border. So let me show you how that looks. So here was Sunday, the last day. So let me show you. Today I'm recording in the evening. Now if you'll remember, for work I use the DIY Fish daily chart, and I simply move it to each 2-day spread throughout the week, and my list gets longer and longer for work, and I'm able to I use the yellow highlight to say when something is due, and I use it. This is not bullet journaling, please. This is my own, so don't think I'm following anybody's method. But when I start on something, I'll put the first half of my X in it, and then when I complete it, I put a full X on it. So anyway, I just move it to each 2-day spread. I've been using this kind of method my entire 20 years in information technology. I think I'm going to create my own page for this. This is what I was trying to get to, because I would like to, on the back, have my weekly tasks that I want to get done. And as I'm moving this to each 2-day spread, I'd like to be able to look at it regardless of what side it's on and say, oh yeah, I think I can get that done today because I don't have that much going on for work, so I think I can fit it in here, or you know, whatever, right? I'd like to be able to have that list handy. Now if you'll remember, when I'm at the beginning of the month, when I'm setting up my planner, I do make a list of the things I want to do for the month. So the idea is you take some of these and you chunk it out, and you put some in each week throughout the month, so that by the time you get to the end of the month, you've completed all those monthly tasks. So I'd like to be able to have my tasks on here for easy reference that I think I can get done this week. It might be it might be redundant, I don't know, but that was my thought. And if I do that, I'm going to completely create a new one of these, because weekly I try to, like weekly, it's my goal to contact friends. I have friends all over the country, and I want to make sure I stay in touch. And I'd like to be able to use the back, as I said, for my to-do list, that I can check them off as I get them done. So I might create a new one. I love the DIY fish inserts, don't get me wrong, but since I'm kind of switching out here and doing things unstructured, why not? All right, so here's today. Let me take my day marker out. So this is what today looked like. I used, so this was the last page of the DIY fish inserts with the border, and this is the first page where I started using the dot grid that I had on Stash. I like very much not having the border. I was able to use all of the page, and I felt like I had a lot more room, and because I combined journaling and Bible study and living a level 10 life and the Savors from the Miracle Morning, I wanted it all in one place. If I'm looking back at this a month from now or a year from now, I can get a really good sense from as to where I was, not only things that I was doing, but where I was emotionally, and so forth, and be able to see how much I've grown or not grown, etc. And if I were artistic, I would have, in terms of sketching, I would have lots of room here to sketch. So if you guys were inspired by this kind of an unstructured, functional approach, I think this would be cool to see personal sketches in this section, but or anywhere on the today page spread. But you'll notice that even though each day I use a different color theme and I switch up where my components are, I still get them all on here, and I have plenty of room, and I can, try to be artistic in how I letter. So I like it. I like it. The only thing I have to say is, I've got to make sure I leave enough room for my day of the week and the day of the month, as well as the weather, temperature, and the mood up here. And journaling is always optional for me, whether I feel I need to journal or not. I'll know that as the day goes on. So I do recommend this approach if you guys want to give it a try. I'm really enjoying it. I definitely am going to continue it throughout the rest of December, and we'll see. We'll go from there. So you'll see this is just the plain dot grid paper. I really enjoy it. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. And if there's anything you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below, and I will respond. I try to respond to all of them when they come in. And other than that, looking forward to using my planner tomorrow as well. I wish you all a wonderful evening and many blessings. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.